The member from Oakville.
Thank you, Speaker. It's a pleasure to speak to this report from the Select Committee on Mental Health and Addictions. It's entitled, as we all know now, Navigating the Journey to Wellness, the Comprehensive Mental Health and Addictions Plan for Ontarians. And I have to say from the outset that I'm especially proud of this report. It was an honor to chair this committee. On February 24th of last year, 2009, the Legislative Assembly of Ontario gave unanimous consent to a motion by Ctte Elliott to appoint a select committee on mental health and addictions. And that in itself, I think, is unusual in that the motion came from the opposition parties, was supported by all members in the House that day. The committee was asked if it would consider and report its observations and its recommendations concerning a comprehensive provincial mental health and addiction strategy for the province of Ontario. It would work with consumers, with survivors, providers, experts, and it was going to consider the mental health and addictions needs of various groups, and those groups were outlined. They include young adults, children, First Nations, Inuit, Métis, people, seniors, Francophones. The committee would identify opportunities to improve the coordination and the integration across the sectors for all people and examine the existing continuum of service that were available today and the social services that went along with that. In order to make this report possible in the way that it was presented, the members, in my opinion, of the committee conducted themselves admirably and deserve your admiration as a result of that. Members from all three political parties worked in a nonpartisan manner that is more and more unusual around here these days. I'd like to thank all members for their work on the committee. Ctte Elliott from Whitby, Oshawa, was vice chair. She did a wonderful job. Baz Balkasoon, the member for Scarborough Rouge River. Franz Jelena, the member from Nickel Belt. Elena Jasic, the member from Oak Ridges Markham. Sylvia Jones, the member from Dufferin-Caledon. Jeff Leal, the member from Peterborough. Liz Sandals, the member from Guelph. Maria Van Bommel, the member from Lambton-Kent Middlesex, all put their party affiliations behind them and served in the best interest of Ontarians. Each member volunteered to serve on the committee because of the personal commitment to mental health and addictions issues. I'd like to thank the committee staff for the hard work that they did. Susan Surreal was clerk, Elaine Campbell and Carrie Hull were the research officers. But the people that deserve the most thanks in this entire exercise, Speaker, are the people that came forward to share their personal experiences, what was happening within their own families as a result of either mental health or addiction issues. They were brave, they came forward, they were courageous, and they told their stories. We held public hearings on 30 dates. We heard testimony from over 230 presenters, individuals and organizations. More than 300 submissions were received. We heard from those people providing the service today, and we heard from people who experienced mental health and addiction system directly themselves or had a family member. Personal stories were shared, and for many of these people, they were very difficult moments. We went beyond the traditional public hearings and made site visits to various locations. The committee toured such facilities as CAMH, St. Thomas, Eva's Phoenix in Toronto. And let me tell you that we also went to several First Nations communities: Sandy Lake First Nation, the Oneida Nation of the Thames, Six Nations on the Grand River. We brought forward an interim report in 2010. We brought forward the final report. I'm going to stop here, Speaker, because I want all members of the committee to have a chance to speak, just to let you know how proud I am of the conduct of this committee, how proud I am of the report, and the expectations that is created that this legislature is going to act in the best interests of Ontarians on an issue that's been ignored for far too long. Thank you, Speaker.
The member